upload something. Alright, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides, yes? Alright, let's do this together now. So we're going to add 4. At the same time, what are we going to factor out, guys? Negative 2. So that becomes y squared minus 3y. And let's go ahead and put the plus blank. Let's come down, complete the square. Negative 2. Y. What's half of negative 3? Negative 3 over 2. And negative 3 over 2 squared is obviously 9/4. But we're going to go, I'm not going to add 9/4 to the left-hand side. I'm going to go negative 2 times 9/4, which would be negative 9/2. So over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to add negative 9/2. So I have 4 minus 9/2. Isn't 4 8/2? So 8 minus 9 would be negative 1/2, right? So x minus 1/2. Now, what you want to do is you want to take this factor of negative 2 right here. You don't want it on the squared side. You want it on the degree 1 side. Everybody cool with that? So what we're going to do is we're going to divide both sides by negative 2. So on my right-hand side, obviously, I have y minus 3/2 quantity squared. Over here on the left, I have negative 1/2. X minus 1/2. So that's how we want to write it. Are you comfortable with that? So therefore, our vertex of our parabola would be what? Positive 1/2 comma positive 3/2. Okay, and now we have that 4p equals, let's write that down. So if we have 4p, what's 4p equal to, guys? Negative, that value that we moved over, negative 1/2. So 4p equals negative 1/2. And I don't even care, because we're going to do the absolute value. It's really 4p equals 1/2. The negative tells me it opens to the left. To solve for p, we divide by 4, so p equals, I'm just going to put 1/8. What, now it's actually negative 1/8, but it doesn't matter. That is your distance from the vertex to the focus and from the vertex to the directrix. So I know that seems pretty small. So, and it's going to be hard to see on this graph I made for you. So how about I just make a sketch, and maybe that'll just help you a little bit more. So our vertex, what was our vertex of our parabola? 1/2 comma 3.5. So if you will, 1/2 comma, so we're going to go 1/2 comma 1.5. Agree? And it opens to the left. And I'm not even concerned about finding the y-intercepts. I guess we can make, I'm not even worried about that, right? We've already done that stuff. All I want is a sketch to know, guys, my directrix, my focus is inside this parabola from the vertex 1/8 inside of it. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So our vertex is sitting at 1/2 comma 3/2. What is an 1/8 less than, our height doesn't change. So what's 1/8 less than, well, isn't 1/2 4/8? So our focus would be, does anybody feel good about it? What would it be then? 3/8 comma 3/2. That's easy to graph. Watch. Boom. Just put a point right there. Okay. Our directrix, back up to the screen, is an 1/8 to the right. So our directrix is an 8 past it, and it's a vertical line. Would you guys agree? So what's the equation of the directrix? It's an equation, so it would be x equals 5/8. Now everything seems so much clearer, doesn't it? Write the equation whose graph is a set of all points in the plane equidistant from the given point in the given line. So what I'm telling you is the focus is at 0, 5. So make a sketch. Make a sketch. 0, 5. There's my focus, and my directrix is y equals -5. So the vertex has to be right here. Agree? And it has to open up. Well, that's nice. Our vertex is at 0, 0. What is this distance from here to there? So what's our distance from the focus to the vertex? What's that distance? 5. And that's P. So P is 5. So what's 4P? So 4P is 20. So what's the equation? Opens up, so it's y equals x squared, because isn't our vertex 0, 0? Where's the 20 go? In front of the y. Did that help a little bit?